Now, there is one thing I would like to start with about our education system. And I will employ parents, guardians, well-wishers. If you have anybody around you who is a student, especially in colleges, polytechnics, or universities in Nigeria, please call them around. This is an opportunity they must never miss. This is an information they must never miss. Don't forget, last week we established that anyone without an info cannot fly. Anything about an info, info. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, nínú àkójọpọ̀ system bí mo ti gbàgbọ́ wípé education Nigeria rí òun rèé. Our education in Nigeria, education system in Nigeria trains the brain. À ń kọ́ ọpọlọ. À ń train ọpọlọ, but train ọkàn. We train the brain, but not the mind. And that is why when head knowledge, after graduation, after university graduation, head knowledge lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá jáde. Now, for instance, ẹni tó lọ study ká sọ pé accountancy, for instance, tó bá fi jáde tí ò rí bóyá ilé-iṣẹ́ tó máa gbà as accountant, please watch what I'm saying. Tí ò rí ilé-iṣẹ́ tó lè gbà as accountant, tí ò rí ilé-iṣẹ́ tó lè gbà lórí in tó lọ kọ́ ní school yẹn, then such student becomes useless. Most of the times, the field of study where they graduated after service, once they do not function in an organization that will employ them in that area of their studies, Nigerians most of the times becomes useless. Is that an education? Is that the system of education that liberates nation? No wonder after university we find people engaging in gambling. They begin to engage in all manners of online frauds. In nations abroad, graduates, they are well equipped. Ìgbà tí àwa náà kúkú lọ díẹ̀. Why it was during our own time in the university that the NUC, Nigeria University Commission, introduced entrepreneurship into the curriculum of the universities. And do you know, if you agree with me, that entrepreneurship is a general course, it's a GNS course. So irrespective of the course, medicine, religious studies, you have to offer that GNS talking about entrepreneurship. Now, is that not a concern for us that the government is telling us that what you are studying is not a guarantee, there is no guarantee that you are going to get a commensurate job after your 4, 5, 7 years in the university? And you don't study law, once entrepreneurship. That means we must begin to think beyond the box. We must begin to think outside the box of what we can do other than the university degree and certificate that we are carrying. And this is the offer I have brought to you. This is where I will begin to engage our guest this afternoon. Jesumbo.
sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Okay, thank you so much for the the opportunity to to convey what I have, which is I agree with what you said when you talk about the entrepreneurship stuff in school. Back then in school too, entrepreneurship is one of the general courses. It's something that you must pass. Meanwhile, there are still some students that will ask other people to do the work for them. So because the way they have been trained, it's more like I came to school to pass.
Yeah, to carry degrees.
To carry the certificate.
Mm-mm.
And funny part of it is that the so-called lecturers are also learning from many students when it comes to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
They are learning when it comes to entrepreneurship. They will, like there was one time, I don't know if it's this thing, but there was one time one of my senior colleagues then asked me to do one of his projects, one of his GNT entrepreneurship projects.
Yes.
And when I did it, so it was to defend it, and I told him this, and I explained to him it was about website designing.
Okay.
So I explained to him some things he needs to know, so that when they ask him questions, he will know how to defend himself. So according to him, when he came back, he was like, they knew that this thing is more than
was not his capacity. One more because capacity
Yes. So and many of them sometimes we will have some students to come and review some of the projects. So because they don't really, for example, imagine a entrepreneurship lecturer seeking for a job. Entrepreneurship lecturer seeking for a job.
Let me bust you a little. Láwùjọ wa leto, because oftentimes when initially I don't know how to snub calls. I don't know how to snub calls. I'm sorry if this sounds strange to you. I pick virtually every call that comes in on my phone. Even the ones Timobari missed call, I call back. But of recent, I have started. I have discovered that I needed to snub some calls. You begin to see people calling, please, I have not eaten since morning. This is saddening. Now, bóyá bí ọ̀sẹ̀ mélòó kan sẹ́yìn, bóyá bí ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta, obìnrin kan wà ọ̀gá wa wá, ìyẹn Dr. Oyubi, wọ́n bá ìrànlọ́wọ́ wá. Kéèsì méjì bẹ́yẹn. Ìgbà tóbìnrin yẹn dé, ó bá PA àbí ọ̀yọ̀kọ̀yọ̀dì. Ìyẹn sọ fún pé list ta nílẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ ju kíní lọ, ọ̀pọ̀ kò sówó ńlẹ̀ báyìí. Ibẹ̀ yẹn lèmi ti dé. Now I asked her, clean English ló ń sọ. I now asked her, I said, what did you study? He said, I studied business administration. I said, you can never be a business admin student graduate and be looking for money. It's a taboo, and that has begun to make some sense to me that we need a proper review. Now, I am not talking about reviewing the education system in Nigeria. I am talking about reviewing your mind. Reviewing our minds. Reviewing the minds of our young ones. Reviewing the mind of graduates. So sometimes when I visit the NYSC camp, I cry for nations that are wasting nations, wasting generations. You ask someone who is saying POP done and dusted.
And there is this dust.
His mind is full of dust. Because if you ask people like that, after this, what next? You go to one secondary school, you go to one nursery school, paying you peanuts of 10,000 rand, and in 2-3 years you say you want to marry. So I wà ní kòríta tí mo wà so passionate láti rí generations tó máa sọ wípé even if the government is multiplying the cost of education, we still say, okay, if the government is saying we should not go to the university, we will still survive legitimately. We will still survive as a complete human being, not a human being that depends on people. Now, look, you should not be seeking for what to eat. You should not be seeking for how much do you think you'll be given here. I told her, I gave her about 4 businesses opportunities that she could be doing. I told her, as you are looking at me, I was a master degree holder at the time I started selling insecticides. I was a master degree holder. Ìgbà tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ kọ́ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe oògùn ẹ̀fọn, oògùn òǹpẹ̀fọn yẹn. I was doing it, I was mixing it, and I was selling in caps. Master degree holder. I hate begging. This generation loves begging. Why? Kí ló dé? This generation loves begging.
It's the mindset.
It's the mindset.
Yes, sir.
Because our university system has failed to equip the mind.
And it's being passed from generation to generation, like the lecturers too. Like I keep on saying, I keep on talking about the lecturers because it has to come from the top then to the bottom. You can't give what you don't have. So the lecturers sometimes, they have been trained this way. So now, when they now come, they pour it that way. And now, there's no place in school with people that don't do this, but there's a way they will influence you. You will start seeing it. What they are not seeing as the right thing.
Yes.
And
a Greek student, I met an Greek graduate that doesn't know how to plant maize. Now you'll be blaming your parents. Please, parents, invite your children to watch. Invite your wards to watch. I gave this woman. Do you know? As at that time, I was supplying a very big market in this Ibadan land. I was a sole distributor. People were calling. It got to a time I was using Monfimanto Law Supply. What I was producing in my room, I rented a room and parlor at that time as a bachelor. I was not so wealthy, but I was okay. I started supplying hotels, big hotels in Ibadan land. I mean 5-star hotels in Ibadan land. If I begin to mention names, you say, oh, I gave this lady those information. I expected her to say, how will I begin? When will you teach me? Ìgbà tó fẹ́ máa lọ ní ẹjọ́ sá bó tiẹ̀ ṣe bó ṣe iye kan. Well, not to boast, we did our bit, but as she left,
she did not come back again.
Kò tiẹ̀ gba phone number, kò béèrè phone number. Kò béèrè phone number. Ó pé ẹjọ́ ìgbà ó ní kí n padà wá. So you discover
she was not ready for it.
She was not ready to have this breakthrough, and that's why my fear is we will not get to a stage where givers will stop giving to train beggars to stop begging.
I think we should get to that place. I think so.
Program me.
It's interesting, sir. Sir, what happened is that
you are welcome.
About 2 days ago or 3?
Yeah.
Somebody also sent me a message in my inbox. Now I've been receiving messages normally, but all of a sudden I started feeling like this is not right. People begging for money, and they will come and say, there's one thing about it saying that you have been able to do this, you have to do that.
Yes.
But
I need support.
I need support.
Yes.
Joyfully, one will do it because you know that when you are helping this person, you are setting this person on a pace, so it's no longer a burden to you. But when you see somebody that says, I've not eaten since morning. Please help me. And you are thinking that if I give this person this money, there is probability, not only probability, there is tendency that the person is coming back.
He's coming back.
So, and most of the time, sir, when you give these people money, there is no, like you said, there is no, sir, how can I also make money?
How can they don't ask?
Do you have a class? If sometimes I go ahead and say, please, can I enroll you in? I have a course. I
Yes.
can take my time and teach you. They don't show interest.
They won't.
They're after the money.
They won't.
There was like I said 2 days ago, there was a girl that was sending message and she was using the crime emoji. I just shown her because I mean this is the same tactics, same techniques. And sometimes it is since they are being genuine. Sometimes these people really need money, but that is not the way to go after it. Go like I told my younger brother about 13, because I started teaching him things that are supposed to have known since. Which is I told him that there are some things that God do not do for people.
God don't do it.
You know, if He does it on those times, it is miracle. It is rare. For example, when God does not give people food,
yes,
He will give you something to make that food.
Yeah, He has given us land.
Yes, sir. The only time He comes and give you food is this miracle.
And it's when there are no lands to plant, no seeds to plant.
And miracle is not like every day.
Now we see people coming to church and say, yeah. Do you know I am a witness of it. I have once received that kind of alert. I didn't know who sent the money. No trace, no bank. I have received such, but
it doesn't happen every day.
It doesn't happen every day. It happened that once, and it has never happened.
Sometimes people will walk up to you and they say, "I'm just let's give you money." It's not happen every day. You don't go out to the road and start expecting people to start giving you money. That's the problem with people.
So you are agreeing with me that in Nigeria today, we may have to givers may have to stop giving. To stop begging
people, yes.
To some certain people, yes.
Yes. There was a family man. I'm not saying this to boast or to run down his reputation. He last 2 months or so, he came to me. He sent me a message, and it was like he needed support. He needed money. He was asking. He wrote a lot of long paragraph to ask. So he was asking me 5,000. I was like, what do I do? And that time was when I was having an issue with my money. Okay. I was unable to use the money I have. So I told him that currently I made some mistake and I'm trying to rectify it. I don't have money for it for the moment, sir. I felt bad, but I just told him. I had to tell him. Then he said, okay. So I was thinking, maybe probably he has gotten a solution, because he was saying that month end he did not get his salary and all that. Only for it to happen again. Was it not early this month?
Yeah.
Again. He sent a message and said they have not paid him that time. And I told him, sir, you need to think elsewhere. You don't need to put your egg in one basket. Government will owe. Government will increase price.
We are in Nigeria. It's normal.
There's not a news again that the government are not doing what they need to do. So you should not sit. I told people that if you have a parent that don't care, you act like an orphan.
Yes.
Prepare for yourself.
Ṣẹ̀rí ohun tí ó bí ètò igan nìyẹn. Bí àwọn bàbá wa bá ṣe ti ń pariwo ìjọba. Wọn ò ṣe báyìí, wọn ò ṣe ọ̀nà, wọn ò ṣe títì, wọn ò ṣe iná, wọn ò sí omi, wọn. Àwọn bàbá wa náà pariwo ẹ̀. Now my dad is late. He has forgotten that he ever blamed Nigeria. I am here again. I have become a father. Is this how I will continue to blame Nigeria for my predicament? Is this how I will continue to blame the government for a parent borrowing to pay their children's school fees? We were sent away from school for failure to pay when the Oyo State government hold my father. We were sent away from school. Will I give my children the same excuse that the government is owing me? That's why they have to be sent away from the school. I mean, I have to re-strategize. My children should, and you know me, that they will ask you, Dad, we knew Nigeria has never been better. Nigeria has never been good. What did you do to avert this? Will your children not ask? Will your children, even if they cannot ask to your face, someone somewhere will ask them. They will ask someone somewhere. Hike in price. What is the way forward? Mo fẹ́ sáré polówó ọjà tí n bá lọ tí mo bá dé á wá bọ́ sínú kùnkùn dùn. Kí ni ọ̀nà àbáyọ tẹ́ mú wá láti Benin Republic? Tẹ́ fi wá sórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pé we have to get this resolved. Ẹ má bá mi share rẹ̀, ẹ má bá mi share rẹ̀. Tí àlejò mi bá wá láti Benin Republic, Kútọ́nù, àbí? Nítorí àti wá mú ìrọ̀rùn dé bá àwọn ọmọ wa, dé bá àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Then we must get it right. Mo ń lọ mo ń bọ̀, ẹ káàbọ̀.
It's a very big topic. I think it's a very big topic.
Ó láwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ tí n bá ti rí kọ̀ wọn ò béèrè pé bó lára yín. Wọn ò béèrè. And these are the people that give birth virtually every year.
Okay, I have the drawings. Maybe I will show you. My younger brother, died 13 years ago. I told him there was one woman that I worked with in the US. So I was not telling the woman has a kids in football clubs.
Seems, yeah.
Yes, in national, in this comes in missing. So I told him that I want to draw one of our children to give us a present.
Yeah.
That if he wants to join. So when he was started drawing, I told him, I was now telling him that in cases like this, that I was now explaining how the rich work. Rich people don't like when you always come and ask.
They don't.
Because they are the most helpless people I've seen.
Exactly.
Everybody around them is trying to take.
It to take from them. So they really receive.
When they see somebody that wants to help naturally,
yes,
without a
ulterior motive,
they will naturally help you.
Be attracted to.
Yes, they will feel comforted and they can even be sharing details that they're supposed not to be sharing.
Yes,
because they feel this one is
their deep private information.
Yes, I've had people that tell me, and I don't ask because they say that this person is genuinely helping me.
Yeah,
it's not always the one that's trying to
milk to make.
Even if I have a business with somebody, I usually take time and talk with them. We discuss for length about the business. I make sure that it is obvious that I am after the goods of their business. So when they sit down, if they say there's one boy that is doing this thing, you can do it. I say okay, but I will tell them that this is what you should watch out for in that person, so that you will not. But you can work with him. By themselves, they will walk back and say, this guy is not even afraid of losing me. But you are always. I want to
sue me. Obìnrin kan wá sí bí báyìí. Obìnrin pupa rògbòdò kan rán báyìí. Ó wá bá ọ̀gá òun nídìí ẹ̀. Ọ̀gá ní òkè no problem. Kí làwọn lè ṣe? Mo lè fún ní POS machine 30,000 naira. Mo fún ní POS machine. Ṣé mo pé after about 2 months mo lọ gba POS machine yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Kò tán lásán báyìí. I will mention that one too. Ọ̀gá wa bí mi lérè pé èló ni káwọn fún ẹ bá mi wá àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà mo ní ọmọ Nàìjíríà Orlando wọ̀ ọ̀gá ní èlò ní káwọn òfin kó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo ní 50,000 is not a bad idea ọ̀gá láwọn ò ní tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ kọ́sà fún 20,000 ṣe n kò 20 lásìkò kò sí káàṣì ní o jẹ́ pé we got 20,000 naira
she can multiply
lásìkò kò sí káàṣì mo lè fi gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ in 2 weeks ó máa pé 40,000 in 2 weeks after 2 months mo gbọ́kadà lọ gba POS machine yẹn lé ẹ̀ mo ní tẹ́ bá ti ṣe tán máa fi padà kò tí ì flash mi bí sí.
ipe sa ẹ fún mi. ipe like sa mo ní.
mo ti ṣe ẹ̀yìn àbóhùn. Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà ìkànnì EOB live ní ẹwà yìí Niger West ní àwà ní challenge nílùú Ìbàdàn ẹ gbọ́ Orlando ọ̀wọ̀ yìí mo mọ̀
there are many times now on customer I intentionally okay come to this WhatsApp group I want to teach there was last year in December I said I want to teach some people about how to make money online for free. I supposed to charge like 20,000 for it. I said okay let me gather people and so that I will just have people that this is my Christmas gift.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ wo gbólóhùn tí bàbá Orlando ọ̀wọ̀ ń fọ̀ màmá Bọ́lá ti tó àmọ̀ pé ẹ ṣeun gan tí ẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹni tó bá lọ lọ́ba kú ọlọ́mọdé àbá tán màmá lọ láwọn ń fò ẹ ṣeun gan ẹ̀yin ọmọ gbà pé gan o àwọn èèyàn ọmọ pè yín gan o. Now, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ibi tí orílẹ̀-èdè dé dúró báwo ni a ti lè ran ìran yìí lọ́wọ́ a generation that feels comfortable about begging than learning. Now, I now said ká tó lọ sójú ọjà pé will it not get to a stage in Nigeria that givers will have to stop giving some set of people to stop this begging syndrome. Nígbà tá à ń polówó ọjà mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin kan tí ó wá ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀gá wa wá ń bí in fact àti di celebrity kò easy o celebrity ò easy o lè dáwó jẹ kó dáná. That woman came to our ọ̀gá for financial assistance. Okay, I felt okay. In my little way, I could help. I sell POS machine. Out of, let's say, 200 stock money, I could give one out conveniently. Oh no, law money university. Money okay. What I intended to do is give me that your child. Let me train that child how to make money so that it doesn't have to depend on you. According to the woman, a boy was in 300 level. Or doing you. She was like, oh, no. Okay, we gave her a POS machine for free, and Oga gave her a reasonable amount of money. Lásìkò kò sí cash ni o. Lásìkò kò sí cash. As at that time, I was so sure because I know if she used the money to trade, in 2 weeks, the money will double. Kò yà yín lẹ́nu wípé ìgbà tá a gbé POS machine yẹn fún tá a ṣe registration rẹ̀ after 2 months fúnra mi ni mo gbé ọ̀kadà lọ sí ilé rẹ̀ láti lọ gba POS machine yẹn padà kò tán wò rárá kò yọ kúrò nínú pálí.
That's not what she wants.
That's not what she wanted to. She came for. After all, she had collected money and spent it. Mo wá gbà mo ní ìjọ tẹ́ bá ṣe tán tẹ́ fẹ́ máa lò, I will give you back. Mr. Jesu bọ̀. A tún fẹ́ ṣe irú ètò tá a máa ṣe yẹn ọdọọdún làwa máa ń ṣe òpin ọdún báyìí. A pè POS machine lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún àwọn kan. Ìdí tá a ṣe sọ di contest tá a ṣe sọ di contest ni pé kó má ṣe wípé bóyá ẹni tí ò nílò rẹ̀. And by the grace of God, we have had testimonies of people who we have never met. In fact, ó ní àwọn kan tó yẹ pé mo we bílẹ̀ sí wọn níbi tán wà ní, and they are doing very well. Single parents, single mothers, that they are doing very well today, just because they got someone to give them an information. Why are you here?
Okay, I brought a very good package and good news. When we were discussing, when we were on break, I was discussing on how I have before been organizing classes to teach people on how to make money online. And the reason why I like to do this is because, like I said before, I've said it on my page, which is I like it that I create a network of millionaires, billionaires.
Yeah.
That if you are lonely at the top, you will feel the impact, because they will not really see, they will not think that you are a human being like them. They will be seen like an extra superpower person. And it might sound good, but the bad part is that everybody would like to be draining from you. Everybody will be trying to give you.
In fact, in tó fẹ́ pọ̀ jù gan lénìí nìyẹn wípé ìwọ̀nba àwọn tí Ọlọ́run ṣẹ́gi ọlá fún yẹn gan in tó jẹ́ kàn gan máa farapamọ́.
Yes.
Lénìí nìyẹn, because táwọn ayé bá ti mọ̀ pé ṣé ń jí díẹ̀ ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ báyìí. Ọ̀ya, bring your tap. Mama Lola Winfrey, she said, there's some younger people in Nigeria today don't want to work. They just want handout.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I hate it. And I want us to grow out of it. Absolute truth. It doesn't give courage fún àwùjọ wa. Now, as open eti offer free class.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you an instance. There was a brother, I was foreseeing a sack letter where he was working, from where he was working. I looked at the business, at the company where he was working. I company might wind up not long. So I now told him, I said, let me give you some contacts. This contact, I don't give it out for free. But let me give you that contact. You be like me. So you have free connection to get goods out and sell it at your own price.
That's the biggest asset.
I gave this man, family man, I gave him the contact. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 10th month, he was sacked. He now came back. Pastor Bawoti Nikini, I said, please, I told him never to call my line again. Never you call my line again. We should always learn to prepare for problem.
Proactive.
We should be proactive. I now told him, I said, a week ago, that same contact that I gave out, I gave it out for 70,000. The same contact I gave you for free was given out for 70,000. So I gave you 70,000 in form of phone number. You don't value it. Why are we in this situation? As a man organize free, but now organize free man. To do pay.
On my waste time. they waste time, they waste your energy. And one thing is that time is not only money, time is life.
Time is life.
And the day I feared time most, it was one place in the Bible when God was giving law and everything. He said that he was not talking about somebody that was hot, and said that person, the time that is, I've forgotten how they put it, but the time that the person is incapacitated to do work,
Yeah.
you should pay him, because it is his own, as in, how do I put it now? It's his own reward. It's time.
Yeah.
So they asked him to pay for the time. So okay, wow. So it's not only wasting people's money, people's time also is actually it's an offense that you should pay penalty for. And but this is one of the mindset of poor people. When I say poor, it's not only
financially impoverished.
Because if somebody has a poor mindset, if you give him 200,000, it's just a matter of time.
Do you know, mo ti rí ẹnìkan tí brother ẹ fẹ́ ràn lọ́wọ́, ó ní ṣé ó fẹ́ ṣe brother yẹn ní Kamat tó ti ń ta mọ́tò, ṣé wàá máa ṣe manager Kamat ni àbí kí n fún ẹ ní was it 500,000? 500. I'm talking about bóyá bí 6-7 years ago. 500,000. He came to me and said, Pastor, which one should I choose? I said, collect that money. You are a phone engineer on two phone sheni. You can use that money to stock your shop. But I want new phones. Do you know that brother ended phone 500,000 yen? One phone 500,000 yen. Oh, they keep owó yen for 6 months. Lakante. Brother, ẹ wá ní jọ lágbájá owó yen ńkọ́ náà owó alákàntì mi sáré bá mi send ẹ̀ náà. As I speak, ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ò tí ì help ẹ padà.
That's good. I'm sorry, but that's good. Because
that's good.
Actually, I think the man wants to see how productive he is. It's a test.
Keep money in your account.
It's a test. It's just like the man that they give 1 talent. I want to go
and went and kept it. And these people are praying.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, torí àwo tún ṣe ti wa náà ni àbí kíni tẹ́ gbé wá.
Okay, sir. So now the solution I brought there, which is, like I said, I usually teach people. I've taught almost over thousands of people online, both in free classes, paid ones, to in different things. Yeah. And also the ones that I usually teach on my Facebook account.
Yeah.
So, and one of the things I see is that many people, even though we think that many people are getting it right at the moment, because unlike before, it is even better now. Unlike before, people don't really know these things. They don't know that there's money online. They don't know that, they think it's abstract. They think it's just audio money.
Wọ́n kàn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹnìkan bá mi ń fà ní last week. Ó ní tó bá ṣe pé gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbé wá sọ̀ online yẹn tó bá ṣe pé wulẹ̀ ń tà ní ó wulẹ̀ wà effective ni wọ́n wulẹ̀ ni máa gbé wá. Those affiliate marketers pé. I said, if I tell you how much I have gathered online.
Yes. The reason why we tell people, because I've seen now there's this thing that happened. Somebody said that same thing to me last year, and because of that, I wanted to prove a point, and I stopped selling. And all of a sudden, I went to a class, and this person was not teaching on. It's still about. I just joined the class. I was about selling courses and all that. I said, "Wait, why have I not been this? Have I not been deceiving myself, or have I not been affecting my own self by not selling? What's the point of proving a point to somebody that is not ready to learn?" The person was saying that you are, and I was telling him how I made money, and I said a lot of money. And I said a lot of money through selling to other people, and I said no, I have my own work. I manage social media account. I manage YouTube account.
So ẹ̀yin máa bá yàn bójútó social media pages.
Yes, sir.
Lórí bí ẹni yóò ṣe máa gbowó.
Yes, sir. And
that's what you do.
Yes, sir. That's what I do.
And you get paid.
Yes, sir.
Now you want to teach people how to be you.
Yeah, and not not only like not too much like me or something. I want it to be like the sky is a very big space for everybody to fly. So that is why when we teach these things, it's not because these are secrets. Because now let me tell you the bad part of it of teaching people. If I teach somebody now, I've already bought a competition into my own lane.
Yes.
So the person will be competing with me. Let's say we have millions of people online.
Yeah.
If I start doing what I'm doing to make money, if I not teach another person,
your prospective customers are reducing. Because that person you have taught will have his own niche
irrespective of the amount I'm going to charge, it is still affecting at the long run because this person might still be better than me, and we all pray that our students are better than us.
Yeah.
Because it's a testimony. I say, I can say there are this person, there's this person, there's this person. And that I cannot forget a particular time. I was doing a contest. I was managing a social media Instagram handle, and there is this contest. I told the woman that okay, we need to do a contest so that we'll be able to gather people and get engagement and all that. So we did it. She agreed. It was just 5,000. It was during that lockdown. So we did it, and it was 2021. I sent it to my contact and said, participate in this contest. I didn't want them to know that I am the one behind the page, so that they will not start saying, help us do it, help us do it. No. So I said, many of them were not giving me different excuses and all that why they could not participate. There was even one that was saying that I can do it, I should do it for her. I said, okay. I did not say anything. There was one guy that I've been learning from me online, and this guy came to me and said, that he wants me to do him a favor, which is I should be calling him my firstborn. So that's why I saved his contact. I've lost his contact now, but I saved the contact Khalid firstborn.
Okay.
So the guy took the thing serious, and funny enough, people did not participate. It was the only one. So, and he did not have any competition. So even though he didn't have much people that are supposed to contest with him, and he won. When they finally paid him, I did not know. I just thought we already paid him and everything. We left the matter. Only for me to see him months after. The guy was doing very, very fine. Very, very fine. So he was not making posts on his what I said one day. I was now watching it. I was talking about he won a contest, and that money he got from the contest, he used it to learn a skill online. And that's why I said, wow. I never knew that this particular contest will take this guy this very far.
Yes, sir. Odumbo. People are already in the market.
Yes, sir.
Buying clothes, buying shoes, buying expensive wares. Do you think they will be ready to pay 25,000 naira for your training?
Actually, it is 50,000.
Yes, I know.
And when we discussed with Dr. Yobi, he was saying that he wants to reduce the price for his people. So we said, okay, 50% discount for the first 100 people, and we already have few people in the WhatsApp currently now. So
I'm a member too.
I have two of my lecturers in my school there, and one. So if these people can join,
lecturers are joining,
I'm talking about doctors, so that's almost because
PhD holders.
So if they are joining, I don't see a reason why somebody that really cares for his future, somebody that really sees the future, that's something that he hopes for, and is going to. And when I'm talking about future can be tomorrow.
Future is the next minute. Begins next minute.
Yes. So even if you can even start now, you can learn these things. It's not something that will take you years and say, okay, you have to grow. No, you can start now and make money in the next 1 week. You can start now, you can make money in the next 2 weeks, 1 month, depending on how you effect or apply those things you learn. So I believe that anybody that is so determined about what is going to
and you can bear in by only what will be needed after the 25,000 naira. Lẹ́yìn 25,000 naira yẹn kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n á tún kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n tún nílò.
Okay, so
so tó ní iye kan tẹ́ tún padà gbà lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn.
No. What they will be learning. Okay, what we even be teaching is that we'll be teaching on how people can make money online, and what we'll be teaching. I'll be doing reconfiguration of my mindset reconfiguration, which is one of the things we discussed about.
Yeah.
So which is how the rich think, how the poor think, why you should be able to. Why we're going to reconfigure, because there's sometimes we teach people some things, but because of how the mindset is, they don't apply it very well. So there's nothing. The only thing they need is maybe their smartphone or their laptop.
Okay.
So that
ẹni tó bá ti ní Android phone,
a good Android phone.
As a data connection.
Even if you get to a place where you will need laptop, you will.
Okay, now ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá link tí mo share yẹn ó ní kẹ́ máa click lé lórí. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ ní further information ṣe àwọn pé mo sọ pé èmi náà I'm a part of it. So ẹ lè pè mí sórí 08134572079. Number mi náà ni ẹ lè WhatsApp mi lórí ẹ̀ 08134572079. Ibi tí a rí mọ́ rè ẹ dárúkọ yín fún àwọn ará Libya tí wọ́n.
Okay, my name is Afolabi Isaac Jesumbo.
Okay, lágbára Ọlọ́run àwa là ń lọ ẹ̀yìn lámọ̀ bá Ọlọ́run ní sọpọ̀kù ní ìdágbére. Orílẹ̀-èdè yóò dùn yóò sì dùn fún ohun gbogbo wa. Ojúṣe tó bá yẹ ká ṣe ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà ṣe. Orúkọ mi ni Pétérù Ìrèfín. Mo fi ń ṣe abẹ́ ààbò Ọlọ́run lágbára Ọlọ́run ibi ò ní ṣe yín. Mo ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú Ṣèyí Oyèwọlé dàdíjí wa ní kànnì nìyẹn. Ọ̀gá wa EOB lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ti lọ láyọ̀ lẹ́padà dé. Ó dìgbà.